Yo, what's going on, guys? I told you all we had a very big video coming today. Now, this video is it's a little unfortunate to make, I guess, because of the fact of the circumstances that we got the spot. But nonetheless, we are here. We're in the APA, not Academy this time. We're in Maine. I mentioned I wasn't gonna do Academy again. I said I would do Maine if I wanted to. After how last season went, I wanted to at least not do the next season of Academy. So yeah. We're in Maine, though. We're actually asked by Panther to take over for Jacob as always, so Jacob, you will be missed. I know that we've had our differences on things in the past, but again, as I mentioned, hopefully you're doing better, man. Best of luck to you and whatever it is that happens. But as I said, though, I'm going to be taking over Jacob's draft. That's why you see the full draft on screen already and not me going through picks, because I didn't actually draft the team. So the way this is going to work, first up, before I forget, we actually, to celebrate this, we started some Calgary Infernapes merch, which will be showing on your screen somewhere. You guys know I don't know where stuff goes on the screen, but it's probably gonna be over there, give or take. So we're gonna be having that. It's going to be going at least through our APA season. And yeah, so that'll be a thing. Other thing as well is I'm going to be taking front office applications again. If you guys are interested in being in the front office, all you have to do is comment down below, or you can even just like at me on Discord or whatever. I'll probably mention this in my Discord too when I post the tweet at 4 o'clock EST. That's when Josh said he scheduled it for. If he didn't schedule it for, well then this is an announcement for everyone before the APA Twitter announces it. So yeah, that'll be hopefully exciting for all of you guys who are looking forward to seeing my run this season in the APA. Now, these first 2 weeks are going to be a little bit hectic, I'm not going to lie, because originally, week 1, Jacob was supposed to play Patty, and I built Patty's team for. So Patty and I are going to be doing a meme match some point probably today. That'll go up like tomorrow or Sunday. I think APA does our upload Sundays, so that'll go up Sunday. Tomorrow will probably just be like a Hive game or something because I gotta catch up on a lot of those. But yeah, so Patty and I are probably just gonna do a meme game. I wanted to be up front with that because the last time I did a meme game and was not up front with it, people got a little heated. So I want to just be up front that I'm gonna be memeing against Patty week 1. It honestly, there would be no other fair way to do it because I know Patty's entire build. The only more fair way to do it would be, I guess, if I showed Patty mine. But then at that point, it's like I could build my team knowing what he's bringing, and there's no real fair way to do that. So Patty and I are going to be doing memes week 1. I also just last night played Ogle. I'm not going to spoil how that went, but Ogle is my week 2 opponent, so we have this team as well for Ogle. So instead of a draft analysis, I'm just going to go into the team, what I like about it, what ones I plan to free agent. I'm not going to spoil for what, though. That will come after my week 2 video. I'll probably upload that transaction video on, like, Wednesday, or maybe even, like, a Saturday before, just, like, because I know that's when they do their team builders. I might just do a free agent fit that day. So, yeah, we did make some free agents, though. I made 8 of them. I got 3 extra for joining on top of the 5 that a normal coach is getting. So, I'll go into at least what I plan to keep and what I don't plan to keep, or at least what I was even considering keeping, I guess. That's really the best way to handle this. So, I'll go from the top to bottom. Again, not the draft order, but just, like, top to bottom of the list. So, first one on this list is Pikachu. Pikachu, I do not plan to keep. G-Maxes in APA have to hold Pokeballs this season. Like, any type of Pokeball. So, I could throw a dive ball in there. I could throw a sport ball in there. Not a light ball, though. Would have been a very viable pick if it could hold a light ball. Even if it could just hold a light ball, like, among anyone else holding any other item. It would have been very much worth these plus 60 points. I would have honestly kept it. But then we look into the only holding a Pokeball, and Pikachu is like 50 in both offenses. You couldn't pay me to keep this mon. I promise you I've already made the free agents, so you cannot actually get me to keep this mon. I've already made all 8 of them, just to make sure no one tried to guilt trip me into keeping it. So, we're not keeping it. Getting rid of Pikachu. Next mon is Keldeo. Now, Keldeo is a mon that I actually am really looking forward to using this season. Keldeo is a mon that I would 100% be down to keep. Keldeo actually was one of the 3 mons that we did end up keeping 100%. So, yeah, I'm honestly really looking forward to Keldeo. I think Keldeo offers a lot to the team, personally. Already in the full National Dex meta, Keldeo is a very terrifying mon with really solid speed tier. It's a really great specs mon as well. Also can set up calm mines if you don't want to lock into moves. This generation got Air Slash as well, which is great for hitting grass types, because grass types would normally be good switch-ins. Obviously, Specs Focus Blast does hit pretty hard anyway, but it does just give another area to grasses. Things like Gorgeist, for example, that would otherwise hard wall Keldeo, no longer do to the same extent, of course. Same as mons like Roselia, which I happen to have, but yeah, no, it's just really cool, though, in that aspect. Mamoswine is the next mon. It's a nice rocker. Honestly, I've always wanted to use Mamoswine. I don't think I've used it like really often, at least not often enough to really justify saying I haven't wanted to use it. But Mamoswine is a very interesting mon, and I think this generation honestly is like a really, really good generation for it because a lot of the premier ground types are not in the meta, which means that Mamoswine is probably like one of the, if not the scariest ground type in the format right now. Which is great because a lot of the ground types suck right now, considering Stunfisk is probably a top 5 ground type along with Steelix. And not to say they were bad ground types before, but it says a lot about the metagame when those are like premier ground types for their tiers. So obviously that's a flaw at Gallery deck, but like as a defensive ground, Mamoswine is probably one of the best bulkier fat grounds in general. Really, really nice offensive mon. Freeze Dry is really cool for waters, which there are so many less viable switches to Mamoswine in general this generation. So bandit sets are so free. Life Orb sets are so nice. Gives me a nice priority user as well. So in general, I just like Mamoswine a lot. Heals grasses for Keldeo. The two of them honestly pair really well together. I love Mamoswine Keldeo as a core. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Both mons I don't really frequent in draft. And truthfully, had I done this draft from scratch, I probably wouldn't have picked either. But they are really, really good mons. And I honestly am glad to use them together because I've wanted to for a while. Something I did actually consider dropping Mamoswine. There was Hatterene in the pool. I did not agree with that. But the only way I could have gotten it is for Mamoswine, and I think I picked up a good option otherwise. Next up is Bronzong. Bronzong, if you guys saw my GBA D-League run, you guys know I'm not keeping this mon. I love Bronzong to death. It's one of my like go-to mons, but it's a really bad habit. It's like Nidoqueen. I can't use it. It's funny. It's a good mon. I think Bronzong's an objectively good Pokemon, but I cannot use it to save my life, so we're not keeping it. Slurpuff. Not keeping it. I don't like Slurpuff. I think it's an objectively bad Pokemon. Really over-tiered. Really bad Pokemon. But yeah, we're going to keep it, I guess, for this week. I will say, though, my BBL run may be a little more inclined to keep it, at least comparatively, to what my thoughts were before. But, like, I still don't like it. I still don't like it at all. Next is Crustle. Now, Crustle, I actually have to sadly say we're dropping this season. Basically, the way that our points worked out, we were able to monopolize on only having one tier 5 Pokemon, which ended up yeah, we free agent. Oh yeah, that's right, yeah, we free agented for a tier 5 mon. So basically though, because we were dropping GMX Pikachu and we limited ourselves to 2 tier 1 Pokemon, which I'll get into the second one in a moment, Crustle ended up having gotten the chance to Crustle was already tier 4 mon, what am I saying? Point is though, is that I ended up dropping Crustle, if I'm not mistaken. This was a really sad one, I'm gonna be honest. Crustle was definitely not a bad Pokemon. I personally am actually a big fan of Crustle as a whole, but there was just a better option on the board, I guess, for my team. So I'm really sad because my AP Academy run, I really like this mon a lot. And on my initial free agent plan, I actually planned on keeping Crustle. But then stuff opened up, and it's just like, I'm sad. I will definitely draft Crustle in a future AP season should I be invited back to, of course, commemorate the Crustle run in Academy. But Crustle will definitely be missed. That was a really, really fun mon to use, and I'm kind of sad I couldn't keep it. Because it is definitely a really good Pokemon in this generation, in my opinion. Boots help a ton. Next up is Roselia. Roselia is another one I'm actually really sad to say that I had to drop. Roselia was dropped actually specifically because of the fact that there was a better Spiker and T-Spiker around. Shout out to my boy Panther for dropping that one. If that spoils it, oh well. But I'll like go into that week 3 when we make our transaction video. So yeah. There was just a better option. There was no reason to really keep Roselia. It is a good mon. I do think Roselia being probably one of the best tier 5 options, but like there was just no reason to keep it when there was a better option. Our final mon that we're keeping this time is going to be Hydreigon. Now Hydreigon, in my opinion, is one of the best mons this generation in terms of the Wi-Fi draft format. It's easily one of the best, no contest. It has so many viable setup options. Its coverage is phenomenal this generation. Dragonite helps it a ton with the fast aspect as well. Makes it less dependent on Scarf sets. Because even on a special speed boosting end, you run like Dragonite just to get the speed boost. You run like a mixed or a special set just so that you're not locked into moves, and that's really good for it in my opinion. There's not a lot of good hybrid counterplay in general, and having this be post-home format, it does get options to Roost and Taunt, which are both really, really... Well, I think got Taunt before, but it just gets Roost and now Toxic as well. So those help a lot with defensive sets. It also gets Defog, which is great because it's actually a pretty nice bulky Defogger. It just gets so much options post-home, and I think that, like, it's a really, really solid mon. Probably one of the best in the pool. So, yeah. I could have actually copied Patty's core of Hydra Goth, which I fell in love with, but there just wasn't enough to really justify it, I guess. I would have had to drop Keldeo, and personally I like Keldeo Mamoswine Hydra a lot more, especially with the G-Max I ended up getting instead, which I will save for later, because that's a huge spoiler on Team Transactions. So yeah, next up Cinderace. I dropped Cinderace. This is a tier 1 mon. I did not agree with Cinderace being tier 1. It's an objective tier 2 pick at best, even in Galar. It just core change is really overhyped, and it's Blaze anyway, so like it's not even Libero. If it was Libero, I would have kept Pikachu just to make it work, but I couldn't. It was with Blaze. It's kind of shit for the tier. Personally, I think it's extremely underwhelming. I like Cinderace as a mon personally, but it's so underwhelming for the tier, and I needed to get some lower options just to get some more viable low tier options while also getting a more viable Gmax mon. And I think I can safely say I've filled Cinderace's coverage roles well, to say the least. Drifblim, I'm dropping Drifblim. Drifblim sucks. Really, really bad Pokemon in my opinion. It's better this gen. It's actually a viable pick this generation, but it's still a bad Pokemon. I did not like it. There's a far better spin blocker around, so we upgraded to that. By a far upgrade for the tier. It was probably, like, this was probably one of the worst mons in tier 4, and the mon I upgraded to is probably one of the best in tier 4, so I'll definitely take that. I think I got really lucky with my free agents, I'm gonna be honest, but you guys will see that. Finally, Greedent. I will actually spoil what we got over Greedent, because it's obviously the best mon on our team. Spoilers, we dropped Greedent for Woobat. Now Woobat is a mon that I'm really looking forward to using. Unlike Greedent, this fat piece of shit, Woobat's an actually good Pokemon. Woobat has things like Super Fang, it gets some nice Tailwind support, and Defog is really cool. Obviously, Unaware is phenomenal against setup mons, and of course I could Toxic Roost to all of them. Whereas I could also do Simple Calm Mind, or I believe it also gets Nasty Plot as well in the base form. I know at least Woobat gets Nasty Plot, I think Woobat does as well, which is really, really nice actually, just in general. For a tier 5 pick, I think that Woobat is a really sleeper pick. We're going to be taking lives. I promise you guys I will be with Woobat. I will be showcasing Woobat. I already have looked at my matchups, and I know a couple games it actually does a lot of work. So we will be gladly showing off Woobat this time around. So yeah, look forward to our APA Season 6 run. Calgary Infernapes, we're going for the title. Remember to copy your Calgary Infernapes merch down below. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube, like, comment, of course, as well. And if you want to join the Discord has JenningBot. We already did the ChikaBot video yesterday. It'll probably be the end cards if I'm not mistaken, because it's like most recent upload. But I guess if you're watching us another day, it probably isn't the most recent upload. Regardless though, join Discord for ChikaBot. She's great. She's already maxed Q several times today, to put it in perspective. So clearly people like her. Clearly people are getting use out of her. So yeah, I guess that's all for this video. I'll be doing texture edits for the team as of week 3. Week 1 and 2 will not have them just because like I played my week 1 game day of getting the spot, and like I'm gonna be going out to dinner quite literally as this video goes live, and then I'm probably gonna play Patty later tonight. So there just isn't time to really do the texture edits. I might do like Pikachu, because I'm gonna bring Pikachu versus Patty just because like I want to bring it before I drop it, and it's a cool thumbnail mon. So I might do like a Pikachu texture edit and just make it like Pika Blue, but otherwise I'm not doing texture edits for anything else. So yeah, look forward to the full colorized team in week 3. I'll go into that again when we do the week 3 transaction video, and I'll show all the texture sprites for all the custom mons on screen when it comes to week 3. But yeah, Sunday we're going to be doing a stream on Twitch as well, where I'm going to be doing all the texture edits live, so if you want to see those, come by. You can get a spoiler, I guess, on our free agents, but it won't really matter. It's like a week early. Regardless, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace out, guys.